Welcome back to part 2 of Culloden Battlefield. In the immediate aftermath of Culloden, the British government launched a brutal crackdown on the Highlands. Cumberland's troops ravaged the region, burning homes, driving off cattle, and hunting down suspected rebels. The British government military repression aimed to quell any future uprisings and dismantle the traditional clan structure that had been the cornerstone of the Highland life. The Highland clans were once powerful and influential, were disarmed, leading to a significant loss of their military and social organisation. In the beginning of the Highland clearances, a period characterised by the forced evictions of Highlanders from their lands. This mass displacement caused unprecedented demographic changes and contributed to the depopulation of the Highlands. Many Scots were driven to emigrate, while others sought refuge in urban areas, leading to a massive decline in the Gaelic culture and a way of life that had flourished in the region. The lasting impact on Scottish identity and memory for many, it became a symbol of resilience and struggle for independence, inspiring future generations to preserve their heritage and fight for their rights. The legacy of the battle continues to resonate in contemporary discussions about Scottish nationalism and cultural identity. In summary, the aftermath of Culloden not only marked the end of the Jacobite cause, but also initiated a dark chapter in Scottish history characterised by repression, cultural loss, and significant demographic shifts. The effects of this period are still felt today as Scotland continues to grapple with its complex history and identity. On August 1st, 1746, the Parliament of Great Britain enforced the Act of Prescription. The Act of Prescription, or Disarming the Highlands, was in part a series of efforts to assimilate the Scottish Highlands, ending their ability to revolt, and the first of the King's Law that sought to crush the clan system. These laws were eventually repealed on the 1st of July 1782. Despite all this, the clan system was in long decline before the death blow at Culloden. Crop failure, disease, economic downturn, and a lack of decent employment prospects all combined to ensure that throughout the 1740s and 1750s, thousands of Highlanders, especially young, inactive men, were seeking escape. The Act itself provided a way out, for it was a deliberately double-edged sword. Whilst it was banned the traditional form of the martial culture, so central to the Highland life, it permitted a new form of it to flourish in the service of the British Army. Highlanders who took the King's shilling and donned the red coat could again carry their swords and muskets and wear the plaid and bonnet, recapturing the essence of their warlike traditions. These incentives, combined with their dire economic situation, overcame much of the animosity felt by the Highland Scots towards the British establishment. All that was needed was a conflict through which to channel the restless Gaul energies. When war with France broke out again in 1755, the perfect theatre presented itself: North America. The French and Indian aspect of the 7 Years' War provided to be a sharp learning curve for the British Army, plunging it into an alien wilderness inhabited by fearsome, unconventional foes. British officers like James Wolfe, who had served in suppression of the Jacobite risings in Scotland, recognised the potential value of the Highlanders in America, accustomed as they were to fighting rugged terrain and hard living. When the British government authorised a recruitment drive amongst the clans that had once defied it, dissatisfied and destitute Highlander youths rallied to their clansmen's banners, 800 in all. These men were quickly organised into the 78th Highland Regiment, who were also known as Fraser's Highlanders. The Highlanders were led by a man known as Simon Fraser. He and his regiment, along with his twin, the 77th or Montgomery Highlanders, served at the forefront of the war in America and were present at James Wolfe's defining victory of the Plains of Abraham in 1759. A number of Scots who fought at Culloden. On the Jacobite side, this included the clans of MacLean, Stewart of Appin, Macintosh, MacDonald, and Fraser, as well as the Atholl Highlanders. On the government side, this included Scottish clans such as Sutherland, Mackay, Ross, and Grant, just to name a few. Many of the clans would also fight against each other before Culloden, and that is part of the reason that many clans chose to join the government establishment rather than fight on the side of the Scottish Jacobites. We hope you've enjoyed today's video here at Culloden Battlefield. The course of Scottish, British, European and world history changed here on the 16th of April 1746. A ferocious war had came to Scotland, dividing families and setting clan against clan, and it has had an everlasting effect that it's still felt today. If you have enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe for more of Scotland's historical places, and until next time, Alba go bra.